My name is Philma Waken. I work as an agronomist, PGR crop scientist with NARI, National Agriculture Research Institute, with the project, the Breadfruit Project. I am currently the project coordinator. So the project came about because breadfruit currently is an underutilized crop in Papua New Guinea. And the International Plant Genetic Resources Food and Agriculture, ITPGRFA, it's under Annex 3 right now as an underutilized crop. A lot of work has been done on breadfruit in the region. In Papua New Guinea, there has not been a lot of work. So we know that breadfruit has potential. It's got commercial potential. And also in Papua New Guinea right now, we don't have much documented information on breadfruit traditional knowledge, as well as the diversity that we have in the country. So that's why the project has come about. Breadfruit has so many potential, so that's how we've come up with the slogan, More Than Just Food. We know that breadfruit has food potential. It has also potential for non-food products. So with that knowledge and with what's been already researched around the world, that gave us that stand to come up with the slogan, breadfruit is more than just food. And it's also like a base for us to go out now to promoting breadfruit under this project. Yeah. So NARI, we are the lead in the project, and then we've got implementing partners. Our implementing partners are PNG, and NARI. Their role in this project is to help NARI to look at the genetic diversity. We have an expert at UNRI who can do genetic analysis for us. And then we have the PNG Women in Agriculture and the Lutheran Development Services. PNG Women in Agriculture and LDS, they come in because they already have communities that they work in. So under this project, we have also activities of setting up demonstration sites of an agroforestry system model, where our LDS and PNG will take it into the communities. In the agroforestry system model, we will have breadfruit being grown in there, and what other crops that can also grow in there while breadfruit is being grown in the communities. That's fit for the communities in their climates and stuff. Yeah, like that, yeah. It's a 4-year project, like you said, started in June this year. 2024 ends in June 2028. So within this time, we've got activities outlined to work on collecting and building our plant genetic resource around the collection of breadfruit. As well as during that time, we're looking at raising awareness of breadfruit in the country. So in the collection activities that we'll be doing, we'll be traveling to provinces that are being identified as hotspots of where breadfruit grows. And that's where we, as the NARI team, go in to collect land races diversity, bring it into our center stations and establish collections, and we look at identifying diversity. During that time, we have also our implementing partners who are going to help us, NARI, to promote breadfruit in the communities that they work in. Yeah. Our direct beneficiaries right now would be NARI as a whole, because we're looking at now identifying diversity for the country. NARI and also our sister institutes like the Forest Research Institute, Unitech, Research Science and Technology also comes into play in terms of the bigger aspect of science in the country. We're able to now actually be able to document traditional knowledge on breadfruit and our diversity. So we would be the direct beneficiaries, and that's for the country as a whole. We have documentation of breadfruit now in the country. And our also direct beneficiaries would be the communities that we are going to work with. Communities that LDS establishes in, PNGBI establishes in, the individual farmers that we're working in also will be direct beneficiaries of this project, because capacity building comes into play, where we're going to be into those communities, give trainings where breadfruit is concerned, propagation, how to characterize, how to look after breadfruit, and the knowledge of breadfruit as a whole into the communities that we'll be working with. By 2028, we hope that this project will firstly be able to document the traditional knowledge around breadfruit we have in the country, on propagation, the recipes, what other information around breadfruit, traditional knowledge related. We also be able to conserve the genetic resources around breadfruit. When we say conservation efforts, and so in that we already be looking at understanding the diversity of breadfruit, nutritional aspect, the morphological characterization, the genetic characterization, and also be able to document it. Then we also expect by the end of the project people are already aware of breadfruit, because capacity building will be part of the work of breadfruit in the country, as well as we're looking at raising the profile of breadfruit. So value chain comes in, and we hope that by the end of this project, people will acknowledge and recognize that breadfruit has a commercial potential to it. So, you grow in tasal na kai kaila time bahangre, you can actually grow breadfruit, certain varieties that will be able to make breadfruit flour. It's also high in nutrition as well. It's gluten-free, so we can be making the most of it, potential commercial benefit to it. Yeah. And also finally, after this project, we're also looking at already having that strengthened linkage with the networkings that we have for breadfruit within country and outside as well, and we're able to share breadfruit information across the region and PNG as a whole. I've worked with NARI for a long time. Breadfruit has been around. I know about breadfruit, but with this project now I get to learn a bit more about breadfruit. So I'm very happy to be part of this project, yeah. We have initially established a small collection of breadfruit. In this project as a whole, when we collect from the coastal and islands region, we will establish the national gene banks in NARI, Southern Regional Center, as well as in Caravet, the Islands Regional Center, because we now know that there are hotspots in the islands region as well for breadfruit, and Caravet will host that collection. At SRC Laloki, we've already established a small collection, and that came about from the support of another gene bank project that we have. So we currently now on station have 17 accessions that we collected in the southern region. We collected from Milan Bay, Oro, and Central Province. We're looking at specifically the Atocapis Atalis right now, that species Atalis, because of its potential food property. We eat its seed and we eat the flesh as well. Yeah. So that's already been established at Laloki, small collection, and we hope that in this project we can be able to collect more and have established a bigger collection for the country.